Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for
Waalaikumsalam.
thank you for all participants who have joining the English speaking practice group tonight for Miss Irani, Miss Dian, Mr. Thoriq, and we also have new participants here, Miss Sri Retno Wahyu Nugrayani. So our agenda for tonight, we're gonna have some sharing presentation from Mr. Tariq, but before that, I actually wanna know new participant, but new participant just gone for a while. Hopefully, the new participant can also join with us soon. Okay, just a moment bang, potong. Mate, nah, bawa bantalnya. Ada bukunya bawa. Okay, alright. Okay, so we have some new participants. Hopefully, okay. So tonight's topic it's gonna be about the. Let me just read the topic again. Anonymous star becoming an artist without revealing true identity. So is it gonna be easy or not to be an artist in our country? Because previously, Crazy Rich Medan just goes to the jail. So is it the one that Mr. Tariq actually wants to talk about? I don't really know. He will talk about that later on. But we have a new participant here. Seems like Mr. Budiono. Can you please introduce yourself, if you don't mind?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Dennis. I'm Budiono. Um, and yeah, this is my first time to join this club.
Okay.
Thank you.
How do you know this group from Mr. Budiono?
Actually, from Ibu Dian.
Oh, from Miss Dian. Oh, great, great, great. May I know what's your activity now, Mr. Budiono?
Currently, I'm working for the government.
You work for the government. Okay, okay. Thank you and welcome to our club.
Thank you.
Okay. And thank you for Miss Dian who bringing a new participant here. And welcome for Mr. Feno for joining our club. So without further things, I would like to start the meeting tonight by the presentation from Mr. Thoriq. Mr. Thoriq, if you have some slides, you have about 15 until 20 minutes. 2010 will be the latest time to present. You may present your presentation, please.
Okay, Mr. Denis. Wait. Okay, good night, everyone. Yeah, my name is Thoriq Ramadan, or in here you can see my name is Toim, because this is my anonymous identity. So today I would like to tell you about the topic of anonymous star, or become an artist without referring to identity. This is a new culture in the internet era where you can be anyone or anything without people know about the true identity of you. So let's see the history of the elusive identity in every age first. Yeah, there is a lot of usage of a secret identity. For example, maybe for the stage name, like Lady Gaga, it's not the real name of the artist, or maybe Katy Perry or Bruno Mars. We don't know who. I don't know the real name, but I'm sure that it's just a stage name. And also, there for the book, like for the author from the novel, maybe like Terrerie, or maybe if you know the history, it's about how do I call it? Yeah, about about nationalism in Indonesia, written by multiple, yeah, those decal. So those decal use the secret identity, and there is also many artists use the secret identity like Bowski. If you know English artist that anonymous, the famous one is Bowski, or maybe DJ Marshmallow, or maybe Anonymous, that that hack the government website or any website uh, they know. And also Nicholas Bolbowski, it is the secret identity of the mathematician. We still don't know who is Nicholas Bolbowski. They say that it is a, a group of people, and we still don't know. And also sometimes the secret identity is because we don't know who make that, like the cloaks. I don't know how to spell it actually, but yeah, Raskol is the I think it is the first painting found in the French as yeah, as I remember. So we don't know who paint it, or maybe like the future, like the latest technology, Bitcoin. Bitcoin. Yeah, I forget the name. Sakamoto. Who is Bitcoin? Yeah, we still don't know is that real or not. So there is a lot of usage of the secret identity or elusive identity in every age. So why people keep it secret? In the old days, people want to protection. They want to protect their freedom to speech. They want to hide identity because they are afraid. Maybe the government or sometime bigger will get them to the jail, or maybe they want to amplify the message. So people are focused on their art, or maybe their message, or maybe they want to make some a persona. They want to become other people. They want to become sometime maybe more than human. Maybe I don't know. Maybe like some kind like anonymous. And also the last is they want to have some privacy. They don't want to have many people know about their real life. Okay, so this is the upcoming trends in the internet. I want to tell you about VTuber. What is VTuber? VTuber or VTuber is a virtual YouTuber. Yeah, it's the shorter. VTuber is the shorter of from virtual YouTuber. It's actually it's very famous in Japanese country. It is an online entertainer who use a virtual avatar generated using computer graphic and real-time motion capture software or technology. If you know about Maya Putri, in here, it is the virtual YouTuber from Indonesia. Or if you want to know the famous one, maybe like Kizunai or Gaugura, where you can get the VTuber. You can watch them in the YouTube and Twitch. It is still related with otaku culture because otaku means it is a Japanese word describe people with consuming interest, particularly in anime and manga, because usually virtual YouTuber character is like anime, or maybe some character in manga. Their content is kind of varied, like they usually playing games, and also free talk, singing, drawing, and shit posting maybe, and so on. The content can be anything. The limit is the imagination. They also have maybe like Quran recitation, or maybe study together. A lot of content, and their content can be anything. This is the history of virtual YouTuber. This I got it from YouTube, Culture and Trends Report. So in January or in the October, the first famous YouTuber came from Japanese in YouTube. Her name is Kizunai, and it's not really famous, or it's not going to public or global, but after the COVID-19 and Hololive EN debut, or virtual YouTuber for international virtual YouTuber with English language, the VTuber grow to over 1.5 billion views per month by October 2020. So COVID-19 helped VTuber become booming because people do a lot of their tasks in the house or work from home, and also because of VTuber become global. There is a company that make the virtual YouTuber from with English language. So how do they get the money? Why people interested in here? First is super chat. Super chat is like street performing. I think it's more like street performing. So people can give the money to the VTuber. Without there is so very about the money the VTuber can get. The platform can be YouTube like Super Chat or Streamlabs, or maybe for Indonesian platform like Traktir, if you know, and also a membership from YouTube if you want to get some original content or exclusive content from the virtual YouTuber, you can be the membership. And also because its platform is YouTube, they can get monetization from YouTube too. And maybe if they want to make merch or promotion, they can also make it. This is the most super chatted channel in YouTube. So you can see in here, number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 5 is VTuber. And the revenue is pretty high, about 47 billion rupiah. And that's why a lot of company wants to go in this entertainment. This is the name of the big player of the VTuber company. The first is Hololive. It's pretty big in Japanese. A lot of they also open their branch in Indonesia, and also they also open their branch in Indonesia and English. English is for global. And Nijisenji also have their branch in Indonesia and Korea, and they used to have India and and also Japanese because it comes from Japanese. And the last biggest is Visojo. Visojo come from American country or United States. Meanwhile, our Indonesian country also have a big player or a company that play in the VTuber area. First is Mahapancha or Maha 5. They call it Mahapancha. Actually, Mahapancha is come from Japanese, but they make the VTuber in Indonesia. And the second is Yume Reality, Alteri, and Thoriq. There is a lot of company for VTuber because it's kind of booming. And not only big player, they're also indie. Indie means that VTuber without a company or agency, so they started to grow small without anyone. So I think they are pretty strong. And they not really famous than the big player from the agency, but they still get bigger audience. So what is the magic behind the VTuber? First is talent. It is true that there is someone behind the VTuber, a real human. So this real human need to be able to gather audience, need to be able to perform. And for example, you can see in here, this is the Ori. Ori is a virtual YouTuber from Hololive Indonesia. Ori can speak a lot of language. They can speak Japanese, Indonesia, English. They can speak it fluently and without any hesitation. So they can change their language immediately without thinking, I think. It's pretty good, I think. And also, sometimes VTuber is related with comedian because they sometimes they make fun to something or they make jokes. Yeah, so it's not really idol if yeah from Japanese culture, but it's kind of like comedian. And also the second magic behind it is the fast tracking. Fast tracking is the technology for technology to map our face to the other face. For example, if you see this face in here, it's mapped to this panda. Okay, I will show you the real example. Can you see my screen? Maybe. Oh no, my photo maybe. Yeah, this is the example. If you can see, yeah, the use of face tracking. So now I am become someone else. Yeah, that's the example. And yeah, I want to add more about the talent. About yeah, so the VTuber need to be able to be someone else, become different person, become different persona. So if you want to be someone without people knowing about you, or not, you don't want to reveal your identity, you can be a VTuber if you want. Okay, and this is the discussion question. First is, what do you think about this trends? It is good, it is bad, or maybe yeah, I don't really into it because I don't really fans in Japanese thing. Yeah, and then which one do you prefer, anonymous or identified artist? So it's the question is general. Maybe if you like anonymous artist, maybe like DJ Marshmallow, maybe, or something, or yeah, which one do you prefer for the artist? And our life now become elusive. People tend to use second account as their social media and play game with anonymous, without real friend, and admire virtual celebrity. It is a good or bad progression because yeah, we don't know the real person in here. And then the third, the fourth, famous VTuber or streamer included, like PewDiePie, or maybe yeah, like PewDiePie, usually get big donation. It's about 5 million rupiah. If you get red super chat, maybe they can get maybe about 1 million, like Reza Alahab, from Denis Salmanan, if you know. Why people do that? Why people give big donation to the VTuber or the streamer? And what do you think about it? Is that okay to give the big donation? And the last question from discussion is, do you think robot or AI can be good influencer than human? Can they become our artists in the next decade maybe? So yeah, our artist now a robot. What do you think?
Thank you very much, Mr. Toim, for your marvelous information. And it's still anonymous, your picture, because I can see your video yet, since the topic tonight is about anonymous. Okay. Mr. Toim, would you mind to copy paste the discussion button to the chat room? If you don't
Okay.
mind, please. Yeah.
Okay, I will do that. Wait.
Yep. So, welcome to everyone who just joining the room after the presentation for Ms. Zainab, Mr. Jofi, Mr. Teguh, and Mr. Mustafa. So, after this, we are going to have the breakout room discussion, while Mr. Toim will copy paste the questions first. But is there any question for Mr. Toim? If you have any question, like Miss Dian say, to be honest, Miss Dian, I only know marshmallow. Other than the VTuber, I have no idea. I just know that topic for now, actually, and that's good though to know that kind of new perspective. Please, Miss Irani, if you have any question, go ahead.
Hello, Mr. Thoriq or Mr. Toim. I would like to ask about, is it the same, the VTuber with the animation that they make is the same as the what we call now as an avatar, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of same. So they try to map our face to the some kind of visual image. So it's also same with the avatar, but usually VTuber use 2D or two dimension image, but sometimes they also use 3D dimension like persona or avatar. So it also same, but it just come from Japanese, I think, in the term of VTuber.
And another, thank you. And you are an otaku, right?
I don't call I am otaku. I just fans. Or I just like to see Japanese culture. Yeah.
Fine. Right. Thank you, Mr. Denis.
Thank you, Miss Irani. Any other participant wanna ask? Oh yeah, Mr. Toim, if you also can share your presentation to the group, if you don't mind, and also the discussion questions to the chat box, so everyone will know, especially for the participants who just joining. Okay.
Okay. I already sent it. By the way, I usually because VTuber usually have like some kind YouTube account and Twitter account. I also have it, and if you want to subscribe and follow, it's very good. But it's if you
Nice.
don't want, it's also okay. The name is Toim Moe Dev.
Okay. So thank you very much, Mr. Toim, for your wonderful insight for us, and welcome for Miss Hannah, who just joined the group. Any other questions for Mr. Toim? Okay, if no, then we're gonna discuss the topics that I also sent to the chat box earlier. You will have about 15 minutes discussion with your partner. You can talk about the discussion or you can talk something else if you just know each other. So there are 11 people. I will put into 5 groups. Okay. Mr. Budiono will be together with Mr. Octofeno. Mr. Teguh will be together with Miss Toim. Miss Dian will be together with Miss Hana. Miss Irani will be together with Mr. Mustafa. Mr. Joffi will be together with Miss Zainab. You'll have 15 minutes to discuss the topic. Start from now. Miss Hannah, you may join room 3 if you don't mind. Oh. Okay, welcome back, Mr. Budiano and Mr. Fano.
Hello.
Thank you.
We are waiting for some others to join back to the main room.
Yes, sure.
Okay.
Actually, I'm really sorry because I cannot turn on my camera at the moment.
It's okay, Mr. Budiono. It's fine.
Sorry.
In our group, it doesn't mean that we need to show everything. We can close our privacy. No, just kidding. Basically, it's
No, no,
fine.
no.
So anyway, before we go to the next session, which is the second session of breaking out room for Mr. Budiano and I think Miss Hannah. Miss Hannah, is this the first time for you to join our club?
This is my third time.
Oh, this is your third time.
Yeah.
So you're already in the group then?
Yeah, I joined the group since the first time I.
Enter okay, thank you. So probably for Mr. Budiono, if you want to join our WhatsApp group, that's the link group. So if you want to join any week, you can know what the topic is about.
Yes, thank you, Pak Denis. Later, I'll join the group.
Sure. Okay, so the next session we're gonna change our partner. Mr. Mustafa will be with Mr. Fennel. Mr. Teguh will be with. Okay, I think Mr. Thoriq already with Mr. Mr. Teguh previously was with Mr. Toim, right? Isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I talked
So-
with Mr. Tego.
Okay, so I would put you into. Okay, wait. Let me recreate again then. Since we also have Mr. Firdaus there, let's recreate. Okay. So, Mr. Budiono will be with Mr. Firdaus. Miss Dian, Miss Ira, and Mr. Joffy will be in room 2. Mr. Mustafa will be with Mr. Teguh. Mr. Fennel will be with Mr. Thoriq, and Miss Hannah will be with Miss Zainab. You will have 15 minutes to discuss. Start from now. First time in the group?
Already finished, yeah.
No, not yet finished. Is this the first time for you?
Yes.
Okay, so actually everyone is in the breaking out room. So I will put you into breakout room, yeah, Mr. Adi. You will be together with Mr. Budiono and Mr. Firdaus.
Okay.
Okay, so you can join room 1.
Okay.
Welcome back, Brother Joffy.
Halo, Mister.
Okay. Joff, help me to upload some pictures here, Joff.
Oke.
Okay, we are waiting for some others. And let's discuss for a while.
Mr. Dennis, I wonder, do you have any second account which not using your own name, but using a different character or something?
No, I do have 2 accounts. Yes, one is the Libras English account, and the other is my private account.
And they both use your real name.
Well, yes.
Well, yes.
Sometimes I change my name into Doraemon.
No, I remember you used to put yourself as I'm Mr. Doraemon Dennis, right?
Yeah. You're right. But I mean,
Notaku.
in the account, it's named Denis Andreas. But I preferable to be called as Doraemon rather than Andreas. That's why.
So you are a few tuber.
I don't do any YouTube video anyway.
Oh,
I don't know in the future. So, thank you very much for all participants. You guys have already discussed for 2 rounds for some of you, and some of you have just joined for 1 round. Okay, in this time, we're gonna have some recap after you discuss with your partners. So, but before that, I also wanna introduce you with. Previously, I have introduced Mr. Budiono. And next, we also have another participant here, new participant, Mr. Adi. Mr. Adi, can you please introduce who you are and how do you know this program from, Mr. Adi?
Hello, Mr. Dennis. Thank you for for the time. Hello, everybody. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillah. My name is Adi. Come from Depok. Yeah. I know this program from Mr. Dennis WhatsApp group. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because before this I have joined to the Mr. Denis program in the Bogor, with my friend. Yeah, thank you for this.
Which program did I meet you, Mr. Adi?
I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe in TOEFL. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Oh, TOEFL.
TOEFL,
Okay.
but I'm not. I'm not. Not.
Not sure.
Not.
Do you remember?
Just a little. Yeah, I'm just a little
So,
joining in the program.
okay, no,
Because
it's okay, Mr. Adi.
yes, because
Yes,
I'm so busy. Yeah,
right,
working.
right.
I have a
Yes,
job, so many job.
yes.
But right now, maybe for the interest is speaking. Yeah, so because
Speaking part.
I have interest for the speaking, so very difficult. Thank you,
Mhm.
Mr. Dennis.
Thank you, Mr. Adi.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so what a small world because I don't really know. Previously, Mr. Adi and Mr. Adi just joined one of the group. So tonight, let's we wrap or recap the discussion. Does anybody want to share what he or she discussed in the group? You may just turn on your microphone if you want to share. Please, Mr. Octo, go ahead, please.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Dennis. Yeah, I got a super great opportunity, from two people, from Mr. Budiono and Mr. Thoriq Ramadan, directly from the speakers. And it's quite joyful. And I got one one thing that should be seen deeply, in terms of the applications of artificial intelligence within the creativity content or creativity field, right? It's quite frightful, because if we got some kind of AI that could develop their program independently, it's kind of frightful,
Yes.
When we talk about the AI should or could would likely be developed dependently. It depends on the programmer, giving him a limit, to learn, feed it by kind of that is data stream or data history, and then making a model, and then deploy some kind of prediction or some kind of influence or something like that. But when we talk about that the machine that would able to develop itself independently, it could be frightful. should be something horrible in the future if that kind of machine couldn't be stopped to develop something that would harm people, yeah, or harm the system that people made, yeah, for humanity. That's the first topic, and the second topic it is about uh, a kind or a form of giving appreciation, yeah, from people to people that have a contents within their YouTube or maybe social media. It is so confusing, right? When we saw people, especially people who has a limited money, yes, like me, to give their money in terms of appreciation for the content that people made, yeah. Well, but when we talk about the street performer, something like pengamen or
beggar,
something like that, yeah, a beggar, maybe some kind of different context, yeah, when you give money from them, because a street performer did the performance within in the street on the street is to survive within that day. That's right. Is it right? But when we talk about the content creator, they already get the AdSense, right, from YouTube or maybe from the ads, yeah, coming within their contents, and already could live with that. And it is not preferable for me to give my money and make that a priority, right? To give the money for them in terms of giving them appreciation, so that they could be feel much more supported by public who see their contents and make their contents become more bigger. That is my opinion.
Thank you, Mr. Fano. Thank you very much. I also actually donated some of my money to one of the YouTube channel called Robadian's ID. I like that channel. It's about someone who tries to talk about Islam but with different perspective, but still logical. I donated some money to them. So yes, I think now content creator also need some supports just in case that for their life. So thank you very much for Mr. Fennel. Anybody else want to say something? You can just simply turn on your microphone to say what happened during your discussion earlier. Okay.
Can I talk?
Yes, please go ahead, Mr. Firdaus.
Okay, so I just joined this discussion.
Tekan down, yeah.
Opportunity to talk to Mr. Adi and Budiono, and yeah, we discussed about the anonymous artist. So Mr. Budiono know about this artist called Mr. Hatbox. I think he is from Indonesia, right? So he makes music, and yeah, he makes music and don't really doesn't really reveal his face or identity. And yeah, so I think the reason like I also know one of the Japanese artists, so they are singers. This they have popular songs, especially in anime community, and I think for now you can you can search for their faces, but back before, probably like maybe 10 years ago or even more, so more than for more than 10 years they hide their faces, and that was because they were still minors. So I think when they first debuted they were just junior high school, but they got a beautiful voices. So when they sing, so people like the songs very well, but they still, so they're pretty popular, but they also hide their faces. So when even in the like the concert, they hide their faces, and I think yeah, I mean that doesn't stop people to appreciate their works, and yeah, I think it's interesting, and I think the presenter, Mr. Thoriq, mentioned about the culture of VTuber. I think yeah, it's pretty popular now, but probably most of us never heard of that kind of thing, right? And it was and I think it's fine. I mean, it's just generational gap, like that. Those are things that probably younger audience like, but I think for me, like as a parents, I kind of have like some degree of responsibility to understand those kind of things, because in the future my kids would enjoy those things. And yeah, I think I should know what why they enjoy such things, for example, like, so we can have like,
Chit chat.
meaning, yeah, I mean, we can I mean, we can have discussion with our children, like, so even though, oh, Hannah, okay, so they are called Clarice. I think it was supposed to be so so they are duo. So they're supposed to be Clara and Alice, but I think they changed the member. I actually don't really know a lot about them, but I think back before, I think like a few years ago, I found their song and quite like it, so I searched for their biography or such, and found out that they're just junior high schooler. So yeah.
Okay. That's such an interesting thing. They only just junior high school, and like what Mr. Fidel said, it's about gap year. I also do feel the same thing. That's why, in my opinion, because I'm a teacher and I teach from kindergarten students until adults, it's actually my positive side because I just know that thing from Mr. Toim. So I have no idea. Probably for the last one, Mr. Toim, do you want to say at something to close the session tonight? If you want to say anything, yeah.
So today, if you are there is a lot of way of you to be to make content creator, or maybe develop your content. If you are afraid with your identity, if you are shy, or maybe you don't want people really know about you, so there is a lot of technology, and there are also many artists are well known, famous, even they hide their identity. So maybe this is also a way for you to become an artist or a content creator.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Toim, for your last speech. I also wanna hide my identity by using this. Do I have this one? No, it doesn't happen. I want to actually use the virtual background, but something happened to mine. Okay. Well, it's all right. It's not the big deal. So before we close uh, the conversation tonight, we need to nominate who's going to be the next presenter. I think some of you here, besides Mr. Budiono and Mr. Adi, you've already joined the club twice at least. So besides Mr. Toim and Mr. Jofi for the previous meetings, does anybody want to share something for next week? Miss Irani, Mr. Mustafa, Miss Dian, Mr. Firdaus, Miss Zainab, Miss Hannah. Anybody wants to be the next week presenter? You can share anything you wanna have, and you have 1 week to prepare what topic you wanna share to others. Anything. It's only just about 15 minutes. Anyone? Okay. Let me ask one by one first then. Okay. I'd like to. Okay. I nominate Miss Dian. Mr. Joffrey actually nominated you. Do you mind to share something, Miss Dian, to our next week?
I think Budian will share about Ramadan.
Sure, if you want to share about Ramadan, you can share about anything, Miss Dian. Would you like to present that for us next week?
But because Mr. Jovi nominate me to present next week, I would like to ask Mr. Jovi, do you have any idea, Mr. Jovi?
Oh, okay. Anything you actually can say, but before that's why I will not force you. I'm just because someone nominates you. So
Okay, I will try.
okay, great. About the topic, it can you can say you can share anything you want, Miss Dian.
Okay,
So
okay.
thank you very much, Miss Dian, for being the sharing session next week. Just quick question, but this one, if nobody, I'll be the moderator. Does anybody wants to replace me to be the moderator? All right, sure. Next week, if I'm still healthy, inshallah, I'll be the moderator. Mr. Joffrey wants to be the moderator.
Yes, I am.
Okay, cool. We switch.
Thank you, Mr. Jovi.
So since Mr. Joffrey nominate you, Mr. Joffrey will be the next moderator. To close our session, since it's already 9 o'clock, would you mind if you have a stable signal, you can show your video so we can see your picture? Still, yeah, Mr. Toim with the anonymous. I love the way that you still
I
hide
want
your
to hide my identity. I want to hide my
Okay. Sure. Okay. If anyone else wants to show his camera, that will be great. Let me take a picture. 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much. See you next week. Oh yeah, for Mr. Adi, since you just you already joined the group, right, Mr. Adi? Have you joined the group? Sorry, you still mute yourself. I cannot hear your voice.
Okay. Right now I'm not ready to join to this group. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what is the rule of this group. Yeah.
The rule is you just come and join. So I mean, like, so you know what's going to be in our group. The rule in the group is we can talk anything about. That's what we call speaking practice group. We also have Instagram. So if you guys want to join our Instagram, the name is the same, speaking practice group. Mr. Joffrey later on will help me to post some pictures and videos. Thank you very much, everyone, for tonight. See you again next week. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.